Hello gamers, and thank you for joining me today for counting down the top 10 cel-shaded video games in all the video games. These are the video games. This one's from Capcom. It's a racing video game where you're racing the driving cars in race laps, in race tracks that you race laps around. It's from 2002, 2003. All the rights are reserved. I didn't make this game. I didn't make that picture. It's called like Racing Game, and it's cel shaded, as you can tell by the cool graphics. And so some of these games is this is a cel shaded game, and it probably goes by the name of like Bakugan or something. That's probably what this game is. I think this game's like Beyblades or Bakugan. You tell me which one. We'll find out in a few more pictures. It's just a few more pictures until we find out which one it is. It's just that the picture, it says, oh, Bakugan, there he is. Your Bakugan won. And that Bakugan is Little Ball. That turns into Neo Dragonoid. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. And so some of these games is like, I don't know if they're cel shaded or if they just look cel shading. Because look at this Ben 10 game. I think some of these games, especially for like GameCube, I think a lot of these games just look cel shaded. They just look like they're doing a cel shading graphics. That could be real cel shading. It could be, especially in the backdrops. And that makes the games even better when you do cel shading graphics. It makes them even better. And it's so even if these games are just imitations of cel, I know for a fact that Drake of the 99 Dragons, which spoilers, that's on this list. Drake of the 99 Dragons is on this list, spoilers, for top 10 cel-shaded games in video games, the top 10 best ones. And so is this Courage the Cowardly Dog racing game, but it's just Cartoon Network. It's all the Cartoon Network games. And again, that could be real cel shading. But we all know what cel shading is, and if you don't know what cel shading is, then I'll just tell you real quickly because I know. Because I do know what cel shading, the definition is. So cel shading, as we all know, it's also known as toon shading. It's a computer rendering technique that gives 3D objects it gives 3D objects at a 2D hand-drawn appearance. And how it works, gamers, we all know how it works. Cel shading replaces gradients and shadowing with flat colors and shading to create a rougher look. And this technique alters how light falls on a 3D model to making it appear as if it were hand sketchings. And the original term, the term cell, we all know this, guys. It doesn't call for Dragon Ball Z, you guys. The original term cell comes from celluloid, a clear plastic sheet, not a bed sheet, used in traditional animation to create hand-drawn images. And you guys, when it's used, cel shading is often used. We all know this. Cel shading is often used in animation, particularly in Japanese-style manga and anime. It's also used in video games. Cel shading which is what we're talking about. And then once again, this is just off the top of me. I'm not this is just what I know personally about cel shading. Cel shading or toon shading is the type of It's a type of non-photorealistic rendering designed to make 3D computer graphics appear to be flat by using less shading color. You guys. And so what this means is that they just have worse shading for their polygons, you guys. That's all that means. Killer 7 is the next one. It's not number 7. Or is it number 7? No, we're almost done. Because I was telling you guys about all the cell shading information and knowledge that I do know about, and things that I do know about gaming, and that how important it is for me to say back worse information that to say to you guys worse information that I did just learn, and probably say it in a worse in better ways for you to be learning about, for you to learn something